Samantha Blake stared through the rain-streaked window, tapping her fingers idly against her coffee mug. It was just another gloomy afternoon in Seattle. Gray skies, steady drizzle, and a restless feeling she couldn't shake. She scrolled through endless online sales, hoping to distract herself from the nagging boredom. Her eyes caught a bright advertisement. Discover your heritage, DNA testing kit on sale. She paused, curiosity flickering inside her. Samantha had never given much thought to her ancestry. After all, her family history was straightforward. English on her father's side, Irish on her mother's. Nothing mysterious, nothing hidden, or so she thought. On a whim, she clicked Buy Now, unaware that this simple action would soon unravel everything she believed about herself. 2 weeks later, the little white box arrived. Samantha opened it carefully, following the instructions with mild amusement. Spitting into a vial felt silly, but she sealed it up anyway and dropped it at the post office. Just for fun, she murmured, shrugging off a strange chill that suddenly crept down her spine. Weeks passed. Samantha almost forgot about the test, busying herself with work deadlines and weekend plans. Still, every now and then she'd wonder, would there be any surprises? She laughed at herself. What surprises could there possibly be? Then, one evening, her phone buzzed with an email notification. Your DNA results are ready. Her heart jumped. Excitement, curiosity, and an odd sense of foreboding tangled inside her chest. She logged in quickly, eyes scanning the percentages. British, Irish, Scandinavian. All expected. But then her eyes froze. 39.8% East Asian, South Korea. Samantha blinked, heart pounding. Surely this was a mistake. She refreshed the page. The numbers didn't change. Nearly 40% Korean ancestry. Impossible, she thought. Her parents had never mentioned anything like this. Could the test be wrong? Hands trembling, she dialed her mother's number. "Mom," she said, voice shaking, "I got my DNA results. Did you know anything about Korea?" Silence stretched on the other end. Samantha's stomach twisted with dread. "Mom?" Her mother sighed deeply, her voice heavy with guilt. "Samantha, honey, we always meant to tell you." The room spun around Samantha as her mother explained the truth she'd hidden for nearly 30 years. Samantha had been adopted as an infant from South Korea. Everything Samantha knew about herself shattered in an instant. "Why didn't you tell me?" she whispered, tears welling up. "We wanted to, but the timing never felt right," her mother explained, voice trembling. "Please forgive us." Samantha hung up, numb and confused. Who was she really? A stranger? To herself? Days passed in a blur. Samantha felt lost, disconnected from everything familiar. Yet beneath the confusion, a new yearning stirred, a need to know more. Logging back into the DNA website, she opted into relative matching, heart racing. Could she find her biological family? Did they even want to be found? Within days, a notification arrived. New match found, possible aunt or cousin. Her pulse quickened as she read the name. Yuna Kim, Busan, South Korea. Should she reach out? What if this woman didn't want to hear from her? What if she rejected Samantha altogether? But Samantha knew she couldn't live with the uncertainty. She typed a careful message, explaining who she was and what she'd discovered, then clicked send with trembling fingers. Hours later, a reply appeared. Yuna's words brought tears to Samantha's eyes. "Samantha, I believe you might be my sister Ji-woo's daughter. We've searched for you for years. Please, let's talk." Hope surged through Samantha, mixed with fear. Was this real? Could it be true? They began video calling, and Samantha found herself face to face with a woman whose eyes mirrored her own. Yuna shared photos, stories, and finally, the truth about Samantha's birth mother, Ji-woo, a woman who'd been forced by poverty and circumstance to give up her baby girl. Soon, Samantha met Ji-woo herself on screen. Her mother wept openly, apologizing over and over, begging forgiveness. Samantha's heart ached. How could she forgive someone she'd never even known? Yet strangely, she felt no anger, only a deep sadness and longing. Months passed, filled with video calls and messages. Samantha learned Korean phrases, recipes, traditions. She felt herself changing, growing into someone she barely recognized, yet felt more authentic than ever before. Finally, she booked a flight to Busan. Her adoptive parents hugged her goodbye, supportive but anxious. "Be careful," her mother whispered, "and remember, we love you." Stepping off the plane in Busan, Samantha's heart pounded. Would they accept her? Would she feel at home here, or was this all a mistake? Then, through the crowd, she saw them. Yuna, Ji-woo, cousins she'd only met on screen. They rushed toward her, arms open, tears streaming. Ji-woo hugged Samantha fiercely, whispering apologies and love in broken English. Samantha's doubts melted away. For the first time, she felt truly whole. Days flew by as Samantha explored her mother's city. She tasted food she'd never known, walked streets that felt strangely familiar, and met relatives who embraced her without hesitation. Yet beneath the joy, Samantha sensed something unspoken, something dark lingering beneath smiles and laughter. Why did Ji-woo sometimes glance nervously over her shoulder? Why did Yuna hesitate when Samantha asked about her father? One rainy night, Samantha pressed for answers. "Who was my father?" she demanded softly, heart pounding. "Why won't you tell me?" Ji-woo's eyes filled with fear. "He was a dangerous man, Samantha. Powerful, connected to dark things. When he learned of your birth, I had no choice but to hide you." Chills raced down Samantha's spine. "Dark things? What did that mean?" Ji-woo continued, voice shaking. "He threatened to take you from me, to raise you in his world of crime. So I gave you up, sent you far away to protect you." Samantha felt sick. Was her father still alive? Did he know she'd returned? Suddenly, a sharp knock rattled the door. Ji-woo gasped, eyes wide with terror. "Hide!" she hissed, shoving Samantha into a back room. "Don't make a sound!" Heart-hammering, Samantha crouched in darkness, listening as muffled voices argued fiercely in Korean. Who had come for them? Had her return endangered everyone she loved? Minutes felt like hours. Finally, the door slammed shut, and Ji-woo rushed back, sobbing. "Your father knows you're here," she whispered. "You must leave immediately." "But no arguments," Ji-woo said desperately. "He'll stop at nothing. He's powerful, ruthless. Please, Samantha, go home and forget about us." Forget? How could she? Yet Samantha knew she had no choice. She left Busan quietly, heartbreaking, haunted by unanswered questions. Back in Seattle, Samantha couldn't sleep. She had glimpsed her true heritage, only to have it ripped away again. Was she destined never to know herself fully? Determined, she began writing about her journey online. Her posts quickly went viral, attracting thousands of readers inspired by her courage. Soon, publishers reached out, offering book deals. Samantha accepted, determined to share her story, both the joy and the darkness, but deep down, she knew her father might read her words. Would he come for her again? Was she risking everything by speaking out? Still, Samantha pressed forward, using her newfound platform to support Korean adoption agencies and DNA matching programs. She couldn't change her past, but she could help others find their own truths. Late one night, as rain pattered softly against her window, Samantha received an anonymous message. "I'm proud of you, daughter, but be careful. Some truths are better left buried." Chills raced down her spine. Her father had found her, but Samantha refused to hide. She had faced her fears, embraced her identity, and found her voice. She would not be silenced now. The truth had set her free, even if danger still lurked in the shadows.